Okay, spring is springing. I can hear tons of birds out there doing their little courtship calling. Twitter pated. Oh, it's always fun around here in the spring. I'm waiting on a shipment of guineas, to tell you the truth. And no one has called me yet. It was kind of frustrating. I'll make it a couple chickens, guineas, maybe some turkeys. So we'll have some babies, some sort of babies here on the farm this spring. So I'm looking forward to that. Hope you are too. Well, I've been saying it. It's another chore I got to do. I might start on it today. But this place in here is one giant litter box. I mean, I don't know if I can zoom in or anything, but you can see the cat feces in here. It's in there. I don't know if you can see it's covered with sand a little bit, but oh my goodness. I mean, I'm glad they're not doing it all over the farm. They used to do it all the time right where I was walking. It was very frustrating. But now I want to put chickens and guineas in there in a brooder. So I got to clean that out. Another task, another day. Okay, it is early spring. So that is a time where I do another task, and that is let these guys start free ranging again. But dang it, that means I won't get all my eggs, but that's okay. I want them to have a nice, balanced, food source to go out and do their thing. So the guinea, obviously, look at him. The guinea wants out, I can tell. So that's what we're going to do today, is open up that door so they can free range in and out. That ought to be fun. Alright guys, you guys ready for this? Huh? They've been in here for several months throughout the winter. So this will be their first time out in a long time. Okay, they came out awfully quick. And off they go to their little new wonderland. I've been doing a little experiment. This stump was starting to deteriorate a little bit. I'm thinking, you know what, maybe the pigs can take care of it and just wear it down. So I've been feeding them around it, putting feed around the bottom of it, and man, they are tearing it up. It's super funny. So if you ever want something, immovable taken care of, just put feet around it and put your hogs around it and they'll take care of it for you. So once again, I'm going to distract the pigs with some a little bit of dog food. Put it over here so I can go way over there and put food underneath that stump, so they'll find it in a minute and then go about their business. Because if I go over there straight to put food in without them being distracted, they'll be all over me and I won't be able to get that food under there. It's always a fun time. Okay, this ought to be fun. Well, I guess if it's open for the chickens to get out, it's open for the cats to get in. Man, they know right where to go too. That's fascinating. What are you doing in there, man? Don't you be causing any problems. Well, spring brings out the good critters and the bad critters. These guys are not fun to be around. Come on now. Huh? Whoop! I only showed you that because they come to this barn all the time. Don't know if I can get up there. Yeah, right there. And just make all kind of nests in the summer. So they're a pain. But part of farm life, I reckon. So another task today is moving these baby boars. They're in there somewhere. Got like 3 of them. In with the big boars. Because their area that they're in now is looking a little depressed because there's so many pigs in there. There's 7 of them, or 8 of them. And they're all in this paddock. And it goes into that paddock. And it goes into that paddock. But all that together is looking rather depressed. So I want to take a little bit of stress off of this. So I'm going to put the boys with the boys. And I'll let you watch me do that. All right, so we're going to separate the boarlets. Is that a word, boarlets? And bring them over here with these guys. Oh, I don't know if they're gonna get along. They're gonna fight for a minute, but that's okay. So the quickest way to do it is to come, there's a door in the fence right there. We're gonna come through here. I meant a gate in the fence. Jeez. And there's a gate in the fence right there. So we're just gonna bring them through here in our little fence cage. So let's have fun with this, all right? Here we go. He goes past this. Go over here. You don't want him over here. Hold this if you want. Put that together. Okay, I'm going to distract the big boars with some food. Okay, here they are meeting. Paw was like, "What are you?" All right. Well, let's get another piglet in here, see what happens. Okay, all three of them are in here. By far, the largest ongoing expense on a hobby farm, my hobby farm, is feeding the animals. It never stops, it can't stop. And it costs money. I mean, it adds up. So we always have to keep them supplied with good feed, hay, all kind of stuff like that. So, and through the winter, it adds up because there's a lot of hay they go through. So, I mean, you got to keep that in mind when you want to start a little farm or have animals around you, that you constantly have to feed them. And unless they're pasture fed, which in the summer, my pigs are, and my goats are a lot more. So the feed prices go down a lot in the summer, but they drastically increase in the winter. So bear that in mind. Did I ever tell you about the time I had my little wheelbarrow accident as a kid? Well, let me tell you. So this was an old-fashioned wheelbarrow. It just had two wooden handles, and around the front tire it had this guard, but it's used to be able to tip up the wheelbarrow. It goes around the front tire. I can't remember what it was made out of. Some of them are made out of wood, some are made out of metal, but they just go around the front of the tire. And when I was a kid, I had a pet raccoon. And we were gonna go somewhere as a family, and we got in the car, and I realized it's supposed to rain that day, and there wasn't any shelter where I had the raccoon. I was in an open cage. So I said, Dad, hold on a minute. I got to do something for the raccoon. So I knew that we had a wheelbarrow off to the side of the house. So my dad was in a hurry to leave. The whole family was in the car. So I ran around to that wheelbarrow. I turned it over because it was upside down. I wanted to use it upside down to give him a little shelter to go into. So I grabbed it. I'm running through the yard as fast as I could to get to where the coon was. And on my way there was a little dip in the yard. And I'm pushing that wheelbarrow forward, obviously, and that little guard in front of that tire got caught on the dip in the yard. It hit the ground. When it did that, obviously the wheelbarrow stopped, boom, like that. And I kept going forward, and I was off to the side just enough so that one of the handles coming out might hit my belly. And man, it hit it so hard that I went up 90 degrees with the wheelbarrow and then back down. But that handle, when it hit me in the belly, it knocked the breath out of me. And that might have been the first time this ever happened. I don't know. But it scared me to death. I thought I was dying. I'm laying there, can't breathe. My dad and all my sisters come over, my mom, and they're like, what? And I'm like, and it took me a long time to get my breath. Dad knew what it was. You know, he talked to me, calmed me down, but oh, it went right underneath my rib cage, just pounded right in there. It hurt like a dog. And I've learned to be very careful with wheelbarrows after that, because that thing will catch on something, because it's not very far off the ground. You know, it's right in front of that front tire there. And if it does, and you're moving fast, you are in a world of hurting, buddy. I'll tell you that. Hey, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to continue being a part of all the adventures and stories that happen on Rubber Soul Farm. I hope we can spend more time together on the farm. But until then, enjoy your animals and take care of yourselves.